at 0 for the
What's going on, YouTube?
You're not gonna want to mess with
This your boy Justin.
Usually set to the best.
I'm going to talk about we're gonna test everything out. And the pocket is called the Pocket Digital Camera. The Pocket Camera, it costs $49.99. It costs $49.99. You're gonna talk. It'll be this because you never mind. You don't remind me. I let you call you. This camera right here. We at downtown Birmingham, Alabama. We at downtown Birmingham, Alabama. It's called. This one talk about a Pocket Digital Camera. It costs $49.99. I bought this on Amazon. Without further ado, let's go.
After self-timer, we're gonna go down again, and we have to drive single shooting unless you're photographing sports or fast action.
Hey, this is a chill.
Or fast action.
His name,
you're gonna want to go down to continuous shooting.
This is Chill Moore. This is Chill Moore. Chill Moore. His name is Chill Moore. He's a photographer. He's a digital photographer, man, photographer, director, photographer, and video photographer. And he's director, photographer. Jim, my name is Justin.
Okay, and then after the aspect ratio, we're going to go down.
Good to see you, Jim. Nice to meet you, Jim.
Because it's going to give you the highest
nice to meet you
resolution
too.
of this camera. Then after recording pixels, we have the final setting on this settings area, and that's going to
it's time for to play the snapshot.
Detail for your photos. All right, now that we're done with the
it's time for to take a snapshot. Let's go. So what you trying to do? Is this right here? It's 44.0 megapixel, 44.0 megapixels. They got a 16 time powerful zoom. This is good for the taking photos and record your videos. The on/off button. If you go all this, man, use a zoom area. And erase area. When you erase a picture and videos, and then scroll up, down, scroll left, right, up and down. They call this is a menu button. This display button. This is an LCD screen. This is a microphone. This is a flash. This is a flashlight. While you do the videos and digital and photos.
The ability to fine-tune those focus adjustments.
Alright.
So
it is naturally.
There's what the small one looks like.
Let's take some pictures.
So let's say if you were trying to focus on something small in the frame, it's going to be much more difficult with this normal size box rather than the small size box. Alright, then after that we're going to go down to digital zoom and just make sure this is set to standard. I don't really have much to say about this because you're not going to want to use the digital zoom much anyways.
Okay, just try this.
The standard digital zoom is good enough for any situation where you do need to use the digital zoom.
Okay, this is a photo. This is a photo and video recording. And this highlight area.
It's magnified on the bottom of the water bottle there. And it just
helps
to
take some
fine-tune
pictures.
your focus adjustments. I don't really need it, so I just leave it set to off. Alright, and then after that we're going to go down to Servo AF. And normally you want this set to off if you're going to be taking pictures of still objects. But if you're going to be taking pictures of sports or any moving objects, you're going to want to turn it to on because, for example, if I want to focus on the water bottle here, it's not moving, no, but if it were, I'd want to keep it within that blue box,
flashlight.
moving to the light, because it would track it as far as focus goes the whole
There's a
way.
piano.
Normally, you're going to want to leave it set to off.
Oh, look
like
at
I
you.
said, if you're taking pictures of still objects.
Look at that.
Okay, and then we're going to move on to
This is my
continuous
digital
AF. This one's kind of
portable
preference.
grand
Doesn't
piano.
really have much to do with
It's
taking
it's
photos,
nice.
because if you turn it off, it's just not going to continuously focus
Okay,
when you don't have
this is
your
my
hand on the
guitar.
shutter button. So if you have it on, for example, I'm not holding my finger down on the shutter, but if I move it, it's going to keep whatever is in that box in focus. So you don't really need it on or off. Like, I don't really understand why it's a function, but I guess it's there if you really do need it. Alright, and then next on the list we have the AF Assist Beam. This is just the red light that shoots off when you focus. I turned it off, but if you turn it on, obviously there's a red light. It'll come on. Focus.
It's good.
Focus again.
Fantastic.
So it just helps overall when the camera is trying to focus in dark areas. So normally it's just best to leave it on. Alright, and then we're going to go down and skip over flash settings, because that's not anything we need to worry about. We go down to eye contrast and turn that off. The reason I turn this off is because it says it retains the shadow detail in high contrast scenes, but honestly, when it comes to in-camera like adjustments as far as like, let's say, noise reduction, if this camera had noise reduction, I'd turn that off too, just because I don't like the in-camera noise reduction. If I really need to make noise reduction, I do that in post-production. So this setting is just very similar to something like that as far as that goes. Okay, and now we'll go down to the last setting on the list that we need to mess with, and that's grid lines.
Oh my gosh.
Just turn these on, because it's going to allow you to see these lines right here on the LCD screen. I just like having them on because it's easier to see where the best possible area is for the rule of thirds.
Good picture.
If you don't know what the rule of thirds is, I have a video on that. I'm going to link it above in the card. You can go check that out if you really want to. So anyways, those are the best overall settings for this camera if you're going to be using it for pictures. With that said, let's get back to me, and I'm going to go over some quick tips for taking better pictures with this camera. Alright, now that you have the best possible settings,
it's a good picture.
The actual tips. Number one, use the auto
focus
box to focus and recompose. Now that you changed the focus mode from the face detect to the box,
this is my Android tablet.
You should now be able to focus directly on your subject by putting your subject in that focus box, pressing the shutter halfway down, and then recomposing and taking the picture. Using this focus mode basically allows you to pick the area of focus in the picture and not leaving everything up to the camera. And that leads us to tip number 2, keep the ISO as low as possible without messing up the exposure. Keeping the ISO low is going to do two main things to your picture. One, it's going to turn down the brightness, and two, it's going to reduce the amount of noise or grain in your photograph.
If
you want a grainy photo, turn down the ISO. Now for tip number 3, use the rule of thirds with the grid lines. Now that we turn the grid lines on our camera, we can use these to properly compose our photos. All you have to do is line your subject up with one of the lines on the grid, preferably where two of them meet. The main reason we do this is because that's where the eye naturally goes to when people look at a picture. So it just makes everything much more appealing to look at in the frame.
Don't you don't have to apologize, okay?
From smart digital tools and competitive brands to personalized
watching you.
Journey, we're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Moving on, we have tip number 4, zoom in with your lens and your feet. First of all, zooming in with your lens can do a number of different things. Just to list a few, it can give you a different angle, compress the background, and even give you a little bit of bokeh. However, just because you can zoom with your lens doesn't mean you shouldn't move your feet. Instead of zooming in with your lens, maybe it's a better idea to walk up to the subject and use a wide angle. Or maybe it's the opposite, and you don't want to use a wide-angle lens up close because you're taking portraits and you're going to warp your subject. So instead, maybe you should back up and use a telephoto zoom lens instead. This tip really depends on your situation, and it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all, so just do whatever looks best. Now for tip number 5, don't shoot from a normal standing position. Instead of raising the camera to your normal eye level, try and get low or high angles. This is going to make for a really unique photo and help you stand out from the crowd.
Let's see
It's not only shooting
I'm right back.
get a variety of different shots.
We're back.
Instead of only shooting close-ups, try and shoot a few other distances like medium shots, full shots, wide shots, establishing shots, really anything you can think of. This will add some variety to your photos
okay, that's
so
good.
they don't all look identical. Alright, and now for my final tip, practice. You can watch this video over and over again and learn all the tips that you want, but your photography is not going to get better unless you practice. So make sure that you take every chance that you get, take photos as often as possible so you can build up your portfolio and gain some experience. Alright, and those are all the tips that I have for you on how to take better photos with the Canon PowerShot ELPH 360HS. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, subscribe by clicking right here. Thanks for watching, and always remember to capture
digital
pictures.
clock. Okay, this a digital HD TV.
Are you looking for a mid-range point-and-shoot camera that provides
Oh, let's go. This.
and exceptional 1080p video quality? If so, then sit back and relax as we take a look at the Canon PowerShot ELPH 360HS. So this camera was recently revealed back in January at CES 2016 and went on sale in late February. The camera comes in black, purple, and silver and is currently available for $209. Some of the major specifications include a 12-time optical zoom, built-in Wi-Fi, 1080p HD video recording, a large 3-inch LCD display, and a 20.2 megapixel CMOS sensor. So a variety of different items come included in the box. We have a nice lanyard strap, a decently sized 800 mAh battery, an external charger to charge that battery, a Canon warranty slip, the getting started guide, and finally we have the Canon PowerShot ELPH 360HS itself. Then we have yet another tag that shows off some of the major specifications. Taking a look at the actual camera itself, you can see that its design does mimic a lot of other previously released Canon PowerShot models. In fact, I recently reviewed the Canon ELPH 180, which is kind of the more entry-level version of this camera, and the two look quite similar. Now you'll see more about this in a minute when we do the photo and video test, but the 12-time optical zoom is definitely one of my favorite features having to do with this camera. So taking a look at the top here, we have the on-off toggle switch, we have the zoom-in, zoom-out toggle, and we have a 3-mode setting that takes you to the various photo modes.
Okay,
then on the left here, there is some more branding that shows that this does take 1080p Full HD video and features Wi-Fi transfer abilities. So flipping on over to the back side, we do have the display, which comes in at 3 inches, which is easily large. The pixel density of the display is ample for the use of the camera, but isn't extremely high. On the right side there, we do have several different buttons, including the play button, a direct video record button, which is very handy, a function set toggle with flash functions and various setting modes, and then we have a button for the Wi-Fi transfer and a general menu button. Now on the left side of the camera here, we just have a small speaker grill, and then flipping on over to the opposite side, we have a flap here that reveals the HDMI and AV out. Now on the bottom of the device, experiences and so much more.
Alright, here we go. So,
Everything in the cloud today. Sign up for an Azure-free account and discover what you can create.
gosh.
PowerShot models, the ELPH
Okay, did you try
that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. This one has much better stabilization, so having that enhanced video stabilization really does make a big difference. The audio quality is also decently impressive. I'm sure you probably noticed from the video, but especially the part where I was talking to the camera, my voice was very clear sounding, and it just seems like the microphone on this point-and-shoot performs much better than some of the other point-and-shoots that I've used in the past. And then finally, Canon gives you the option of recording video
more. Thank you. We appreciate it. My battery going to die. My battery going to die. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jill. Appreciate you. Jim, he just left. I didn't left the photographer in there. Let's we're gonna go say you to this. So it is cold. It is cold outside. It is cold here. Let's take some more Let's take some more pictures.
So this pretty much wraps up my full review of the Canon PowerShot ELPH 360HS. For the price
Okay,
tag
let's
of
see.
a
Come
little
on.
over $200, I think it is a
Take
great
your time.
value. You're getting a very high quality camera with a great sensor and optical zoom built in. I really like how it has a large 3-inch LCD display. It features 1080p HD video quality, and the built-in Wi-Fi and NFC
Let's go
are
with
very
the
nice features. I think both the photo and video modes on this camera are stellar, and I can definitely see this camera being nice for somebody who wants to get started on making YouTube videos. So if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, leave those down below in the comments section. If you're interested in buying this camera, check out the video description as I have a direct link to it on Amazon. And finally, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you love iPhone, you'll love Apple Card. It comes with the privacy
Hold
and
on, wait a
security
minute.
you expect from Apple. Plus, you earn up to 3% daily cash back on every purchase, which can automatically earn interest when you open a high-yield savings account through Apple Card. Apply for Apple Card in the Wallet app. Subject to credit approval. Savings is available to Apple Card owners subject to eligibility. Apple Card and Savings by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Member FDIC. Terms and more
Okay,
at
this is
applecard.com.
video.
Hey everyone, I'm Jake from Jacob
I want
Media,
a
and today
video,
we're talking
though.
about the Canon PowerShot L360HS. This was one of the first cameras I ever got, and it was perfect for me considering it's a point and shoot, and I was a beginner not knowing what I was doing. Some of the things I love about this camera is the small size. It's
Yes!
portable.
There you go!
In your pocket. Another thing is that it's just a nice grab-and-go camera. You can just grab it and
just
start
coded
shooting
it,
videos or photos real easily. Also, it's a real easy camera to just pick up and start shooting. With that
The
said, let's
calendar.
get into the specs. And keep in mind, the specs of this camera aren't going to be the best considering it is a point and shoot. Starting off, we have the image sensor, and this thing has a 20.2 megapixel, 1/2.3 inch CMOS sensor, which is powered by the Digic 4 Plus processor. So 20 megapixels probably doesn't sound like much, but with an image sensor this size, it actually is. Moving on, we have ISO.
Okay, guys,
ISO
here we
this camera
go.
goes from 80
I'm
up to
so jumping in the car.
Honestly,
I'm
we're
waiting.
getting up to around 800 ISO,
I'm going to the. And then
after that,
I'm
we
going.
frames
I'm
per
going back in.
second, and this camera
I'm
can
going
do
back into the
2.5
car.
frames per second,
I'm going back in the car.
2 megapixels.
I'm going back in the car.
5 megapixels.
So
Raise that frames per
it
second
didn't want.
up to 7.2.
I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna drive back. I'm gonna drive back home. I'm driving the car. I'm gonna go back home.
I think 5 megapixels is too.
Alright, guys, I'm back home, Niall. I'm back home. So what you do is what you can see. They have this. So what you see this, they have a chopper. It goes right now. It is okay. This is 44.0 megapixels pocket digital camera. It costs $49.99. It costs $49.99. It plus tax. It costs $50 a piece. It costs $50 a piece. All right, okay. So this is a camera. If you lost your camera, don't drive. Don't go to the mall, and you don't go all in it anywhere. Like you see it to capture this. You see how we're gonna do this. Oh my gosh! This camera, it could be into this. You already covers with the professional, and it so it would see it come I'll be right back. I'm back again. So this is called. That's what I'm talking about. This is called a visit the camcorder store. Digital camera for kids, FHD 1080p point and shoot camera with 32 gigabytes card, 16 times zoom and a shake, compact small camera gift for boys, girls, kids, white. That was a way. This a lot cheaper. It cost It costs $49.99 for Amazon. You gotta just choose back. Over there. For right now, you just gotta go and the heck to do it. Okay, see what's right now, and that it gonna come my phone and so thank you for what. So thank you for watching. So thank you for watching for digital camera, YouTube video, and like click down, go down, click down below, click it below, and subscribe and description. Like, comment at below, and subscribe, and thumbs up, please. Have a great. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Peace out again.